Today, I'm staying at the Holiday Inn Resort Kissimmee by the Parks, on the hunt for the best budget hotel near Disney World. Welcome to episode 1 of Bargain Hotel Hunt.
Shh. Just get this stupid door to shut. Okay. Somebody is still sleeping, so let's go take a walk around the hotel and check everything out. Looks like house cleaning has not come by yet today. There's a cool pattern on the carpet. It's kind of like the reflection from underneath water. And that's a big old stain. Yeah, it's could be cleaner. This is one of 3 elevators. They seem to come pretty quick, but it does like jump, which is not fun. Wonder what is over here. And there's some chairs, and that's it. So we'll go the other direction. Okay, and then coming out this way is where we're going to get to the main lobby and see everything that's there. This room off to my left is the fitness center. Hello. This is the fitness center over here to the left. So it's dark right now, so you can't see in it very well. Normally, though, you can see in through those windows, which I don't love. I have to bring my card down. Got a little business center over here on the left in case you need to print out your airline tickets or something. Some chairs and tables to hang. Of course, an ATM in case you need to buy any overpriced amenities. Little snack bar, cooler with some sodas, some breakfast options, an alcohol bar, or a alcohol cooler. There were more Christmas decorations up yesterday, so yeah, it looks like they're taking everything down. I mean, today's January 2nd, so that makes sense. And this, I think, was supposed to be where the Starbucks was, and that's closed. This is the cafeteria. There's never really been anybody in here that I've seen. It's usually pretty empty, and there's lots of areas to like sit and chill out if you need a break to get out of the room. And there's outlets, it looks like, at the end of each booth, so that's handy. In the morning, this is a buffet area. Breakfast, I think, is $14.99, but it is a buffet breakfast. And then we have this like fun zone. They market it as a Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know that I would call this a Chuck E. Cheese, but there are some arcade games, a little photo booth. And then there's a play area as well that there were some kids in there, so we're not going to put that footage up. But it's what you would expect from a Chuck E. Cheese. And then we have a pool, which is nice. A lot of the value resorts on property have pools. They're usually a lot busier than this, especially with lots of kids. But this hotel actually also has these cabanas, first of all. If it wasn't 40 degrees, I might be hanging out here. But there's also a hot tub, which the value resorts on Disney property do not have hot tubs or fitness centers for that matter. Okay, cool. Looks like there's an outdoor bar that might be open when it's warmer. Towel service. This is really cool. I wish I could come stay out here. Oh, maybe if I brought my bathing suit, I could at least go get in the hot tub next time. I will say this isn't like the cleanest or best maintained. Like that tile is dirty. Back through the cafeteria. There's this cool little bar over here. There have been quite a few people I've seen sitting here at the hotel bar. And so here is the inside of the room. When you first walk in here, there is a mirror door. Bathroom is back there. I'll show you that in just a minute. On your right here, in our room at least, there is some shelves, some storage. We've got a coffee maker here, a selection of
teas and coffees, a couple complimentary cups there. You've got the ice box, complimentary water bottles. You get 2 water bottles per stay and some cups for that, some additional storage. And then the safe, ever important safe for all of your important items. There's a small closet with just 6 hangers. As you can see, it fits several jackets. Not that you really need them here in Orlando anyway. There is an ironing board back here to go with the iron over on your right. That's the entryway. I will say this tile is unbelievably slick, and I fell and absolutely ate shit walking into the bathroom the other day. So if you do stay here, be careful because that is very, very slick. But then we come into the rest of the room. So this is a standard room with 2 queen beds. So we have 1 bed. We have 2 bed. The room does not come with the giant octopus. We found the giant octopus at a store nearby, and it's going to be the present that we give to Bo, our dog, when we get home as an apology for having been away for so long. So he'll get that. 2 beds. There's some art on the wall over here. It's a nice headboard. Enough walking room for you. There is 4 outlets, 2 on each side. And then there is a alarm clock stereo in the middle here, which is upside down, possibly. Oh, it goes like this. Yeah, there's an alarm clock stereo in the middle here that has another 2 outlets and then charging stations. It's not plugged in because we don't really use that. A couple of bedside lamps. You have a bedside table and drawer. You don't need to see everything that's in there, but I will say, pro tip, is to bring your own surge protector. We are really big fans of bringing your own surge protector because you never know how many outlets there will be, where there will be, and this just makes it a little bit more convenient. So that is the side tables. Side table. The pillows are pretty cool because they give you a couple of each. This one says soft. This one says firm. I'm also just noticing that there is a stain on that sheet. I'm not crazy about that. I don't love that. It's okay. Moving over here, it's a large area. Good place to store your luggage, possibly. You've got a lamp. We do have this big window, which just gave us a beautiful sunset and a view of the parking lot. The air conditioning unit or heater, just flip this up here, and got all the settings. We have used both the air conditioner and the heater while we were here because it has been way abnormally cold in Florida this week. And they both work, but the heater, it smells like it probably hasn't been used in some time, so there's that. We've got a little desk area with another mirror. Hi. You can see, again, surge protector for USB specifically. Got an outlet right here. Decent chair. There's a bug on the wall. There is a bug in the room. You know, this hotel, it did, the most expensive night for this hotel was $130, $126, and that was for New Year's Eve. The least expensive night, I think, is tonight, or last night, January 1st, January 2nd. It was like $105. And that includes the room, that includes parking, there's pool, there's hot tub, there's no resort fee, that's what you pay. And so it's a really good deal, and we've had a pretty good experience here, aside from falling and eating shit in the bathroom. For the most part, like, it's been a pretty good hotel. But seeing the stain, like the lipstick stain, God, I hope that's just lipstick, on the bed and the bug on the wall just now, I'm definitely having second thoughts about this. Okay. Now across from the beds over here is the entertainment unit. There is a TV with full cable, nice little surface where you can lay out whatever you need to lay out. There's a storage cubby. There's a storage cubby here. We've got 1, 2, 3 drawers, and they are pretty deep. We've been here for a few days, so sorry. There is stuff in there, but they're pretty deep. And then also the drawers absolutely open themselves. Like, you close them and they just push right back out. It's awesome. And this cabinet is a mini fridge and some additional storage space. We had some Monsters or some coffee, obviously. A little bit of wine. And this is the mini fridge. You can fit a good bit of stuff in there. I've got all my overnight oats for breakfast and some yogurt. And I've got lots of Monsters, another drink. And then because we are on the end unit here, we also have a second window. So you can just sit in bed here and look out the window, which is kind of nice. And then we have the bathroom. So it is nice we have this whole full-length mirror in addition to the bathroom so that multiple people could get ready at once, which is convenient. It is a tiny little bathroom, I will say that. Hello. So you've got a towel hook here. You've got a couple electrical outlets. There's really not much storage. Here. Got lots of towels. You've got a little spot there with a hairdryer. Down below, I haven't used the hairdryer because I bring my air wrap, so I don't use that. But it's a nice mirror. I've been using it every day to get ready, and that's been fine. Comes with built-in hand soap and lotion. I will say it's kind of inconvenient that the soap is over here and the sink is over here, because I've generally have had my stuff spread out across this, and so it's a kind of a pain in the butt. But that's just me. The toilet, the throne, a little bit of artwork. Now, this is pretty gross. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. I almost want to just take that off and clean it. And you can't because, oh God, yeah. The bolts are painted over, which means that this has not been cleaned in God knows how long. Lovely. Shower. It's a nice little glass shower. You can put a towel here, you can have a towel there. It's got a rain shower head. Good water pressure, hot and cold water. Just a small shower, but I will say that, again, it comes with shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, but we've been here for 29, 30, and 31. Well, this is our 5th night here. And the body wash has been empty the entire time. They have not filled it up once. And yes, I can call and I can ask them to fill it out or switch it out or whatever, but I'm here on vacation and I don't really want to be dealing with that. And if you are here on vacation, you probably don't really want to deal with that either. So the other thing that I just noticed is that housekeeping did come in here today. We had them come in. And there's like all these water spots. I don't know if you can see it, but they clearly did not clean the shower door. There's a stain there's a stain on the bed, so they clearly didn't clean that very well either. And it's not my lipstick. That's not the side of the bed that I sleep on. So gross. Oh, also the sink, I think it drains now. No. Oh, okay, it's draining pretty. It's draining pretty well now, but the sink did not drain the first couple nights that we were here. We actually pulled out the stopper, which is, I won't show you. And inside the drain was nasty, but I think because we pulled it out and it was visible that they did clean it. So it's better now, it drains. So there's that. And so that is the Holiday Inn by IHG Main Gate by the Parks. I believe is what it's called. It's a budget hotel for sure. Like I said, the cheapest rate that we paid here was for last night. I believe it was $105. And the most expensive rate was on New Year's Eve. It was $126. We also booked this very last minute. We booked this on December 27th, I think. So the fact that there was rooms available was a plus, and it was more economical than a lot of places. We usually stay at All Star Sports a lot. It's probably one of our favorite hotels that we stay at, and the rates there are around $200 to $250. I think the lowest I've gotten with an annual pass discount has got us down to like $140 a night. That's probably a couple of years ago at this point. So, and those were completely booked. The only on-property options that were available for this time period were going to be like $600 a night. We're not paying that. So it's not my first choice, obviously. Would I stay here again? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, look, it's a hotel. It's 15 minutes from Disney. I've seen lots of families. I've seen families with kids that felt safe being here and felt comfortable being here. There's a Chuck E. Cheese downstairs. There's a restaurant downstairs. I think it's fine. But I would say you probably should temper your expectations. Technically, because it has food on premise and a pool and a hot tub and a fitness room. Technically, that makes it like a 3-star hotel. But I would not rate it 3-star. Well, I might rate it 3 stars. I might rate it 2.5. But it's a budget option. We also drove down here, so we have our car. I would not recommend this if you do not have access to a car. They do have a shuttle. I haven't looked into the details. I believe it goes once per day to the parks and once per day from the parks. And I think that it leaves at like 7 o'clock in the morning to go to the parks. I would not recommend this if you don't have a car with you, or if you're going to use Uber, that's fine, I guess. The other reason that it's really nice for us and really convenient for us is this area here on the main drag in Orlando near the parks has a lot of conveniences nearby. We tend to, when we're here for a long time, we will leave the parks to get food, especially. We'll go to Taco Bell right down here. We went to Cabo last night. There is a racetrack gas station. There's a 7-Eleven. All of that is super convenient. Right across the street there's a Walmart. There's a Starbucks. There's a Target not too far. There's a drive-through Chipotle that's like 2 miles that way. So it is really convenient for us because of the way that we vacation. But again, if you're more of a person that's staying in the parks, that might not be a plus for you as well. I wouldn't walk to any of those places from here. Some of them are walking distance for sure, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't. So, yeah, that's the review. 2.5 stars. I might stay here again because it is very budget friendly and I appreciate that. And there's a fitness center, which All Star Sports does not have a fitness center, and that's important to me. And the restaurant downstairs has some vegan options, which is also important to me. Yeah, I mean, it's decent, minus the bugs and stains on the bed. I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them about that. Thanks so much for watching. I love being able to show you all of these different options to make Disney more accessible for any price point and any budget. It is a passion of mine that anybody who wants to visit should be able to. So I would say this is an option. Hopefully you'll consider it. If there's any other budget-friendly hotels that you would like us to check into and review, let us know down in the comments. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. It helps the algorithm, and maybe we can help somebody else find a hotel that's in their budget range. Thanks again. Bye. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.